How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Shifting Lanes, and for this video I'm sitting in the 2022 Volvo C40. This is an all-new pure electric vehicle from Volvo. It has twin electric motors to give you that all-wheel drive capability, and altogether it makes 402 horsepower, and it has a 78 kilowatt hour battery to give an estimated range of 226 miles. This tester that I have is painted in the Fjord Blue metallic color, and it has the charcoal and Fjord Blue interior. This one is also the top of the line ultimate trim, so with metallic paint and delivery, this one comes out to $60,540. And in this video, I want to give you my likes and dislikes about this all new, very quick electric SUV so that you have a better idea before you buy. Let's begin this review with the exterior first. The C40 looks almost identical to the popular XC40. It has the same wheelbase, same width, and shares a lot of the same body panels. The biggest exception here, of course, is the rear end that has been chopped off to give the cooler coupe-like profile. Still, the C40 and the XC40 has that clean and timeless design. Up front, it has the closed grille look like most EVs. The headlights have the Thor's Hammer daytime running light configuration. This top-of-the-line Ultimate model comes with the big 20-inch wheels, and at the rear end, the C40 gains a couple of spoilers on the roof and the hatch. Overall, this is a great-looking subcompact crossover with some really interesting paint choices, and I'm really digging this Fjord Blue metallic color. I'm going to give the exterior design an 8 out of 10 because it still has that simple Volvo design. How would you rate the exterior looks of this car? Leave it in the comments below. Next, let's talk about the technology that you could find in this car, starting off with the 9-inch portrait-oriented touchscreen. One of the big selling points of this car is the Google built-in software. This is built around the Android Automotive operating system, so it has Google Maps, Google Assistant, and the Google Play Store where you can download other apps. If you're a big Google user, then I think you're going to be happy with the overall experience because it works pretty fast. But if you're an Apple user, you can at least still plug in your iPhone to get Apple CarPlay on the screen. Performance of this touchscreen is pretty good, which is a good thing because all of your climate functions and also your heated seats and heated steering wheel can only be accessed via this touchscreen. Looking ahead, there's a 12.3-inch fully digital instrument cluster. The Google Maps display is further extended on the screen, and it's flanked by very simple and clean gauges. Volvo went for a more minimalist approach with this design, and there's no wild animations as you transition between the two forms of displays. As for safety, there's a blind spot warning system, cross-traffic alert, a 360-degree camera system, which is available in the Plus and Ultimate trims, and there's also the Pilot Assist system, which is only available in this Ultimate trim. And that's a great single button that you could push that will turn on the adaptive cruise control and also the lane centering system. This is a very good form of driving assistance, and it's really helpful for those long road trips and commutes. So in terms of technology, I would give it an 8 out of 10 because there's a lot of great safety and convenience features, but the Google Play Store is still lagging a bit behind compared to what you can get with Android Auto. Let's talk about the interior next. If you're into sustainability and eco-friendly materials, I think you'll like what this C40 has to offer. This is a leather-free interior, but it still has a very luxurious feel in their choice of materials. The carpet is made of recycled plastic bottles, and there's recycled plastics for the door and dash inlays, which represent the topographical map of a national park in Sweden. The C40 has a panoramic fixed glass roof. There's no curtain to close this up, but it's heavily tinted and has UV protection, so you're not baking in here. The one explanation I've heard about this design choice is that the Swedes, they like their sunlight. Because they're located so far up north, they get so much sunlight in the summertime, but barely any in the wintertime. So they'll take all the sun they can get, especially when they're sitting in their cars. As for the back seats, there's an okay amount of rear legroom at 36.1 inches. I like that there's some venting back here, and there's also heated outboard seats. As for the cargo space, it has been reduced for the C40 as expected due to the coupe profile. It has 14.6 cubic feet of space behind the second row and 49 cubic feet with the second row folded down. I also like that there's a foldable floor that can act as a divider, and if you need more storage, you can pop open the hood and open another compartment. And in there you can find your charging cable, and right underneath is your tire kit. So I would give the interior an 8 out of 10 because I love the minimalist interior design and also the use of recycled materials. Now power-wise, all C40s come with dual motors, one for each axle. Altogether it makes 402 horsepower and 486 pound-feet of torque, which means that you can go 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. All of that torque comes on instantaneously, of course, just like all EVs, which means that this is extremely fun to drive. Battery-wise, this has a 78 kilowatt hour battery, which should give you an estimated range of 226 miles. That's a little bit on the short side. That shouldn't really matter too much unless you're going on a long road trip. And when you do charge up, with a 150 kilowatt DC fast charging station, you can go from 10 to 80% charge in about 37 minutes. With a level 2 charger, which is basically your home charging experience, you can go from 10 to 90% in about 7 to 8 hours. So for power and the general EV performance, I would give this car a 7 out of 10 because the acceleration is addictive. But the range and the speed of charging leaves a lot to be desired for a $60,000 EV. Considering other EVs like the Kia EV6, the Hyundai Ioniq 5, or the Genesis GV60 can take advantage of the fastest chargers out there, and it can go from 10 to 80% charge in as fast as 18 minutes. Let's talk about the driving experience next. When you jump in the C40, there is no start button. You just jump in and you put it in gear and you go. And the ride quality is like other EVs. It's super quiet and comfortable to drive. There's very few driving mode settings in the C40. There's an off-road mode for when you have less traction. There's a one-pedal driving option, and you can also stiffen the feel of the steering wheel. As for handling, the C40 feels sporty and firm. I like it given the quick and agile nature of this EV. But if you live around pretty rough roads, it might get old kind of quick. So in terms of the ride and handling and the driving experience of this car, I would give it an 8 out of 10 because this C40 is a lot of fun to drive. So overall, this all-new Volvo C40 is a wonderful little car because it has beautiful design inside and out. It has a lot of great technology with Google built in, and the EV performance is really stout. However, considering the shorter range, the high sticker price, and the fact that it can't charge as fast as other EVs out there, I'm going to give the overall rating a 7 out of 10 because generally there are better EVs out there. What do you think? How would you rate this Volvo C40? Please let me know in the comments below. I'm going to wrap it up right there. I want to thank you guys so much for watching all the way till the end. If you've learned something, please consider hitting that like, subscribe, and that notification bell so that you could be notified anytime we make a new video. Let's end it right there. My name's Hanson. This has been the 2022 Volvo C40, and I'll see you in the next one.